How do you look at the team?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. There's obviously a lot of players in the Australian cricket team, right? And the squad up here is about 17 players. So it'll just be interesting to see what Michael Clarke and Mickey Arthur decide for the first test. Obviously, there's been a few good performances here, and I think Davey's been hitting the last couple of days, so I think he'll be all right. And just depends what the best balance is for the team, to be honest. And I think we'll find out in the next few days what happens. This is the second time I've come here. I came 2005 for under-19s, I think, Australia. But the wicket in general was pretty good, and I think you got to give credit to the spinners. Yesterday they bowled very well. They used the conditions brilliantly, and they put a lot of pressure on us. And it was just good to get out there and put ourselves under a bit of pressure in a good game scenario. You can bat in the nets as much as you want, but it's not the same. So I think the players took a lot out of that, and that's why in the second innings I think you saw us bat so well and came out, and Watto and Eddie really set it up, and then I think we batted pretty well throughout the second innings. Yeah, I think in terms of practice in the game, the spinners, that's what they wanted out in the middle. Obviously it didn't go as well for them as it did Indian spinners, but to be honest, the Indian batsmen themselves batted really well. Gambier's a great player spin, batted really well. Sharma came in and batted beautifully. I think this players, as the bowling group itself, the spinners took more out of learning how the Indians would probably approach it coming the first test. These guys have played test match cricket and cricket for India, so I think the options are there for us in the spinning category, but it's a long tour, so to judge these guys on one-off game wouldn't be fair. Yeah, I think someone like Moses bowled brilliantly, both this game and last game. I think our pace bowlers, Pete Siddle bowled lovely this game. Really, hit the deck hard, got in their faces, and what he does best. So, I think it just all depends on the conditions that we serve up, or that we get served up in Chennai. I think if Michael Clarke feels like they'll spin, then yeah, it might be a thought of two spinners, and if not, it just depends what the best makeup of the team is, both in terms of batting and bowling. So I'm not quite sure what he's thinking there. We'll have to wait and find out. I think we've had a lot of practice. I mean, we're going to be as ready as we ever are. If you go out, the spinners have a lot of pressure on them too, because if there is a turning wicket, they're expected to take wickets. So if you put a bit of pressure back on them and they don't take wickets, and then it's a different game. But that's Test match cricket. You're in India, the ball turns, you get a reverse swing. That's a part of it. So I look forward to it. I think our guys are really looking forward to the challenge and really looking forward to playing well. I think you've got to be positive no matter where you play in the world. Australia, South Africa, India. If you're not trying to score runs, then you might as well not be in the middle. So how you do it will be different for every player. You just got to find a way to do it. Yeah, we've been quite good at that. We've actually said it. Look, spin plays a big part in India, but it's not the only thing that plays a part in India. I mean, they've got some very good pace bowlers too that can use the new ball and use the old reversing ball really well too. So I think it just depends on what happens. I think the guys themselves know what to expect. Someone like me, I'm a bit newer, so I'm sort of feeling my feet a little bit. But I've seen from our point of view that pace can be as effective as spin out here, and our bowlers proved that in the last two tour matches. So we'll have to wait to see what happens. I think just being out there in the middle and having a little bit of pressure put on us, and playing in pressure situations, it's a lot to take out of it. Batting 1 hour in the nets is better than having 20 net sessions. So I think as batsmen, that's what we take out. As bowlers, it's good to get out there under the conditions. It's a different atmosphere here than a lot of the places back home. So I think in terms of that, it's probably just the best practice we can get, being out in the middle. And then again, every wicket I assume in India is going to be a bit different. So I can't judge on what's going to happen in Chennai, what's going to happen in Hyderabad, Mohali and Delhi. So it's just nice to be out in the middle and getting some game time, and putting ourselves under a bit of pressure. I'm not worried at all about Hughes. He's only had he had one game here where he really didn't score, but he got time in the middle, and his summer in Australia has been outstanding. He scored a truckload of runs, probably more runs than anyone in our domestic scene. So I think Hughes is in a pretty good headspace, and sometimes it happens, you don't score in cricket. he's got 4 Test matches. I'm pretty confident he'll do pretty well.
Australia's produced who's been your role model?
I don't exactly bat like him, but I've loved Blind Lara ever since I was a kid. I wish I could bat like him. Sometimes when I was younger, I used to mimic Blind Lara when I was younger. So that's one guy I've always looked up to and always admired. And later on in life, probably Adam Gilchrist, just because he's another left-hander. So I don't really try to copy anyone because I'm my own person. But if I could bat like any 2 people, it would be them. Yeah, it's been tough. Cricket's a tough game. I've come up through the ranks, first grade like everyone else does, and then play state cricket and try to do well there, and had a lot of ups and downs in state cricket, and then try to be as consistent as I can. But I'm still quite new in international cricket. I've been around the Australian team for the last couple of years, but I really look forward to hopefully getting out and playing some more Test matches and doing well, and really enjoying my time, because this is obviously the best years of your life. So just having a lot of fun and enjoying it.
Thanks, everyone.